So we used some variables in a calculation, and we got started with working with types, and we had to perform some type conversions. Now it's time to output this future value. And of course, we already saw how we can output values. We can import that FMT package again, and then use it down here to call the print function to output something to the console. Though here I'll actually use the println function, which will also output something to the console, to the terminal where we invoke this program, but it will start a new line after outputting the value, which will simply make the output a bit easier to read. And it's then this future value that should be output here. With that, you should have no more errors in your code, and you can save this code. Now, as you see here, when I pressed save with that Go extension installed, my imports here got changed. Instead of having two import statements like this, I now have one import statement with parentheses and then one package per line. And that's the recommended and common import syntax when working with Go if you're importing more than one package. The other code here also would work, but that's what you'll commonly use. So split your imports across multiple lines, wrap them with parentheses, and import them like this. Important, there is no comma or semicolon after every import. Instead, you just list them like this. And with that, we can now invoke this program, for which we of course can open that command line again. Now we could again build that program and then run it, but of course during development you don't typically do that, because it is an extra step you would have to go through. Instead, you typically use go run during development to execute a file, and you could then target that file as we did it before, or if you have a module, as we do here, you can also just type go run dot. And this will execute this module, so the main package and the main function of that module. So if I hit enter here, you see I'm getting this output. And this seems to be the future value of that investment. Now, to verify whether this is correct or not, I opened up some future value calculator on the internet and entered the same data as we used it in our program. And if I press calculate here, I do get this future value, which is the same amount we got here in our program. So that works, and that's how you work with variables, types, and operators.